Radical. Radical. Radical.
Got a comment from Gamesack about 11 hours ago that I'll spend a couple minutes to speak on. If everyone's cool with that. Everybody cool with that? Right. I might hurt some feelings, but it's what happens here from time to time. Gamesack says, was the Gamesack video a real promotion? Was it a real promotion or a satire-ass promotion? I saw Asphalt in the title and I couldn't be bothered to watch it. Well, you couldn't be bothered to watch it probably because you don't give a shit about mobile games like Asphalt, Raid Shadow Legends. A lot of gamers just don't give a fuck about mobile games, all right? And I think the makers of mobile games understand this. They try to break in on YouTube by getting a big bag of money and handing it to legitimate channels, like a Metal Jesus, like a Gamesack. That's the idea. And in most cases, you would have YouTubers with integrity say to these people that hand the big bags of money, no, I have credibility. My fans would not be cool with this kind of upload, so thank you, sir, but I will turn that down. But you know who took the money? Metal Jesus took the money, and Gamesack took the money. Joe took that money. Two different people, two different channels. I will admittedly say that I like the Gamesack channel a lot more than I like the Metal Jesus channel, just on content, I would say. There's a lot more that goes into the Gamesack uploads than the Metal Jesus uploads. And between the two people, just to be honest, you know, Joe is much more of a likable person than Jason to me. But here's what I got to do. I got to separate all that and just look at the videos alone and criticize them just as they are. Are they shilling videos? Yeah, they are. I think actually in some ways the Gamesack video might be shilling a bit harder for Gamesloft. Might be. Because he wants us to believe that the racing series is awesome. It's awesome. Even though in my history with the Gamesack channel, and he might correct me on this, I don't think he's covered a lot of mobile games. I remember his ones with Dave. He talked about Daytona and then a lot of other racing games that he loves. I don't recall ever him going into mobile games, mobile racing games. But like I said, I could be corrected on that. Most of his fans, I think, probably dislike that video because it just doesn't come across as credible, all right? What you don't want to do if you're a gaming YouTuber or any kind of YouTuber, you know, you don't want to lose your credibility. You don't want to do that because then your fans smell they smell what you're cooking and it's bullshit, you know, because you're trying to, and then what happened with, this is what they have in common. What I noticed was it was constructed in the same way as their other uploads. So a lot of the fans of these two channels tuned in and they were expecting, you know, in the case of Gamesack, a high quality upload. In the case of Metal Jesus, like I said, I don't know who the fuck goes to that channel. I don't know why he would go to that channel. But in the case of Gamesack, they tuned in, was expecting and excited about a new Gamesack upload. But then they were really disappointed because they're like, this motherfucker talking about this mobile game shit. And then it's sponsored video, so it actually, to this person's credit, they actually do say right away off the bat, and they stress it more than in the case of Metal Jesus, that it is a sponsored video. Here's the thing about that. If you're being paid to say some things, how are we to know that it's the things from your own head? And that goes to the credibility. If you're getting paid to say shit, and it's not just some stuff you're saying just on your own accord, then how do any of us know? How can anyone really know? Because you're getting paid to, you know, shill this stuff, okay? Now, if somebody comes out and they say some things about, let's say, Zelda Ocarina of Time, and they're saying some nice things about that, well, it's widely considered one of the greatest games of all time, then all right, okay, no problem with that. But if you're coming out here saying, you know, these mobile games are awesome, they're just so freaking awesome, then I don't know, it just, to me, it doesn't come across as really credible, especially if it's a gaming YouTuber that barely ever plays mobile games. The idea is, okay, well, I just, you know, had this idea to play some mobile games. It had nothing to do with the bag of money that was offered to me. And you know what? I'm smelling all this money here in my hand, and I'm like, you know what? I think this is a good product. Fuck, pay me. Pay me some shit. Games Loft, I'll say it's the greatest games of all time. I'll rate them all 10 out of 10. Give me some money. Give me some money, you know? That's how it works. Okay? I said this before. A good product usually sells itself. Usually. All right? If it's a great product, if it's a great value, then the people that have the product don't have to spend a lot of money going to outlets to promote the product in most cases. So obviously what's happening is Gamesloft is trying to get out there and pick off credible, legitimate gaming YouTubers with big followings and say, you know what? We can use them. We can use them. They'll play ball. Yeah. So a lot of you might feel differently on this, and that's okay. A lot of you might not agree with me in me saying that it's a shilling video, and that's all right. But Game Escape had the question for me, and just my personal thoughts. Was the Gamesack video a real promotion or a satire in promotion? Here's what I would have liked. Now, Gamesack as a person, he has made fun of Metal Jesus before. Remember the time he had a video where he put on the wig and he talked about his hidden gems and started dancing around, I think rubbing his chest, something like that? That was some funny shit. That was pretty funny. So then a lot of people thought, well, will this lead to a little bit of satire, poking some fun at Metal Jesus maybe? But yeah, what do y'all think? And if you leave comments in the comment section, I want you to put aside, like I did, okay, try to be fair and objective, put aside how much you like Joe personally, or you like his channel, or think his channel is better than Metal Jesus. Just look at it in terms of, in this instance, are they both shilling for Gamesloft? And did they both lose a little bit of their credibility on YouTube and the gaming community?